traffic volumes expected to peak from today as holidaymakers make their way to various destinations for the long weekend ahead. So let's cross to our reporter Tumelo Matshogo to monitor traffic volumes in Middelburg Mpumalanga. Tumelo, good afternoon and thanks for your time at this hour. Walk us through where you are, what you're seeing on the roads from your end.
Well, indeed, Liza, we are on the N4 toll road here in Middelburg, actually at the toll plaza here in Middelburg, where traffic volume is starting to pick up on the road, where many holidaymakers are making their way to their favorite holiday destination. You remember that the N4 is actually a gateway to many, to Mpumalanga and also to Mozambique, and also this road also connects with other roads, including the R40 that leads to Limpopo, the N17, and also the R40 that also leads towards Eswatini. But we are now right here at the Middelburg Toll Plaza, where the RTMC is holding a multidisciplinary action, where they also have going to be stopping vehicles to ensure that the vehicles are obeying the rules of the road. But let's speak to RTMC spokesperson Simon Zwanin. Thank you so much for joining us. Just talk to us about the operation that you guys have embarked on this afternoon.
Yeah, this operation is part of a number of operations that are taking place throughout the country today as we get into this long weekend. We know that many people are starting to travel, so we want to make sure firstly that they're traveling safely, but also we're looking at whether the vehicles that they're using they've paid for their license discs. The drivers who are driving, are they fit to drive? Do they have the proper documentation? And we're looking at the roadworthiness of vehicles. Vehicles that are not roadworthy will be impounded. And people must really make it easy for themselves. Make sure that you have your number plates at the back and the front. Because a car that doesn't have number plates might not proceed further until it sorts out the problem.
I see you guys, you have the traffic officers, you got the people from the immigration, you have also the police here. Just talk to us about when you guys find people that are not obeying the rules of the road. Are you arresting them immediately, and what has been the incident that you guys have been reported so far since you guys have been stopping these vehicles that are on this road?
Yeah, so far we've been having a number of people who are driving vehicles that have expired licenses, and drivers whose license cards have expired. But the law is clear: if you are driving under the influence of alcohol, we're going to arrest you. So far we have not had such incidents. If the vehicles are overloaded, we're going to deal with that, and the migration will be also looking at whether there's no illegal transportation of illegal migrants, so they're looking at that, and the police also are looking at crime-related matters that maybe, you know, that crime is done using vehicles, so they'll be looking into that, whether people are not carrying drugs or dangerous weapons and all of that.
We already see that, observe that the road is already busy, and the road is going to be busy as we go into the later afternoon and the early evening of tonight. But what will be your advice to the motorists that are using this road? What should they do when they are using the road?
Yeah, we are advising motorists to really plan for delays. Add an hour or two before departing, so that if you come into a roadblock like this and there are delays, you would not then lose patience. You have already budgeted that time. But most importantly, we are advising motorists to drive during the day when there is sufficient sunlight, because the trends that we've seen are that accidents start happening in the evening right up to early hours of the morning. So that's not a safe time to travel. So we're advising motorists to really plan to travel when there's sufficient light and reach the destination when there is sufficient light.
Thank you so much for speaking to us. That was Simon Zwane, speaks for the RTMC, which they are currently holding an operation here at the Middelburg Toll Plaza, stopping vehicles and checking those vehicles, that if they are roadworthy, and also if the motorists are also fit to drive those vehicles. Liza, we've been this morning, we actually went to speak to the MEC of Health, because they also had an operation where the MEC and also EMS actually saying that they are ready for any eventuality, saying that they'll be placing emergency services services, ambulances actually on strategic point, including those intensive care unit vehicles, so that they ensure that if an accident, a crash happen or any incident happen on the road, they are ready to assist those people that will be involved in those incidents. But also saying that they will also have choppers to ensure that they can fly people that are injured very quickly to hospitals and also to nearby health centers to ensure that people are helped. But also an advice that people have been told, motorists have been told to drive carefully and also drive according to the speed, but also stop every 2 hours to ensure that you are rested. Lisa?